here this evening to WIT. I realise you could have spent your Saturday night anywhere, and you chose to spend it here, supporting us, supporting the club, supporting comedy, and supporting these two amazing guys I'm going to bring out here. This is going to be an improvised game show. These guys are going to come out and they've got no idea exactly what suggestions we're going to get from you, and that's what these games are going to be based on. Before I get started, quick bit of housekeeping. You came in, you saw probably where the bathrooms are. There are concessions out there. Feel free to go use the bathroom at any time, go use the concessions at any time, but you probably won't want to leave because it's going to be pretty awesome what's going on up here. But as I said, most of it is going to be based on suggestions from you. So I just need to get you guys warmed up just a little bit quick. Now, as you may have noticed, yesterday kind of felt quite nice. Tomorrow is supposed to be quite nice. Today, unfortunately, was hot as balls, and I didn't like it. I want fall to get here because fall in North Carolina is my favourite season anywhere. Summer in North Carolina makes me want to hang myself from a light fixture. So what I'm going to do now is, with your help, is I'm going to try and invoke the coming of fall early. So right from down the middle, everybody on this side, when I say go, I want you to shout fall. 1, 2, 3. Fall! Okay, and on this side, what I want you to do when I shout 1, 2, 3, when I go 1, 2, 3, shout leaves. Leaves! Okay, I didn't say 1, 2, 3, but that's good, you were on it. Okay, anytime I point either way, I want you to shout it out.
Leaves! Fall! 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 Leaves! Leaves! Fall!
Okay, I think you guys are good and properly warmed up. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so without any further ado, we can't get started until we get our players out. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's WIT contestant. Oh! No, actually, I think we will do that. We will do that. Sorry.
That was an abrupt stop.
It was. When they say hard stop, look it up in the dictionary and I'm in there. I'm not sure that's what I want to be remembered for. Anyway, forget it. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a loud round of applause, please welcome tonight's WIT contestants, Vinny, Valdivia, and Sutorius.
Classy.
This is basically just a small taste of what you can expect. It is confrontation, but it's also love. As I mentioned, this is an improvised game show, and it was created by John Demerga. He started it, then he handed it over to us, and so we have a trophy. This competition is held every 2 months. And there is a trophy like no other. We start the season with a trophy, a regular trophy you might find in a trophy store, but every WIT champion is required to add something unique to that trophy. So from the booth, we're going to have our reigning WIT champion, Mr. Kerry LeMay, bring out the John Demerga Memorial Trophy. Kerry, if you would. Ladies and gentlemen, a hand for the John Demerga Memorial Trophy. This is the second edition of the trophy. When you guys go out in the lobby, I would urge you to take a look at the first edition, which is on the shelf above the bar. You'll probably notice what I added to it. But right now, we're about 3-4 episodes into the second season. Kerry, tell us if you would what you added to this piece of unique.
Oh well, thanks to you fixing it earlier tonight. I added basically this little Star Wars fight scene here on the second level. And basically these guys landed their TIE fighter and X-Wing and just wanted to duke it out mano-y-mano. And then I have like some X-Wings and TIE fighters going up. And then I have Spider-Man and, believe it or not, Nick Fury. Just kind of watching over things because, Disney owns everything.
Right, so, absolutely. So, you look elsewhere, you won't find another trophy that has Star Wars memorabilia and an Oscars orgy going on up the top there. Ladies and gentlemen, Kerry LeMay with the Dr. Tonight's winner will take this trophy home and will be required to add something unique to it before the next WIT, which will take place at the end of November. So, before we proceed with game number one, so like in any game show, we want to get to know our contestants a little bit. So this right here is Vinny Valdivia, and a little tidbit from his past is he was once a touring drummer for Bayside, a punk band of which some renown, which some of you may be familiar. So Vinny, just tell us, what's one of the craziest things that ever happened when you guys were on the road?
One of the craziest things was we didn't have a place to play in Alabama, so we went on to message boards, and we found these people that went to Auburn, but they were like hippies that did lots of mushrooms. So we played like punk music in their living room, and they were all like on mushrooms, just like and they were awesome people. They were really cool, but their floor was really gross to sleep on because it was just like dirt.
Right, yeah.
But other than that was probably pretty weird.
Okay, so moving on, here we have Brian Sutorius. Brian codes and builds apps for a living, which might sound kind of routine, but apparently apparently some crazy stuff can happen. Brian, why don't you tell us one of the craziest things that ever happened to you in your electronic internet-based career?
I used to work for Facebook, and one of my jobs there was reviewing flagged material, and the only stuff that is ever flagged on Facebook is a penis.
We know.
I used to just spend my day going like, yes, 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 yes.
No,
So,
like
ladies-
judging for size or anything like that?
Yes!
So all I'm saying is you should potentially brace yourself for the occasional dick joke this evening, okay? Just be prepared for that. Ladies and gentlemen, your contestants. Okay, so what we're ready to do now is proceed with the game. Now, I've got you guys warmed up. I'm going to be needing suggestions from you, but also some of the games, though not all, are going to be judged based on audience applause. So in some of these games, I want you to pay attention to the player's performance, and at the end of some games, I'm going to come to you guys and see whose performance you like better, and based on that, they'll get bonus points that will take us through to the final game. We're going to play 9 games, and our first game is called Objection. And for that, I need a member of the audience to volunteer. You're going to stay in your seat and not have to do anything difficult. Can I get a volunteer from the audience, please? You, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so in the game of Objection, players, get up if you would. In the game of Objection, I'm going to give these guys a debate. They're going to have a 2-minute debate about a topic that we're going to get from you guys. And during the topic of the debate, somebody's going to be holding the floor, and at any time, the other person can challenge that person. They will shout out objection. They will state their objection, and you, sir, as our judge, will decide whether you sustain that objection, if you like it, or if you don't, you will overrule it. Use whatever criteria you want, doesn't matter. Obviously, if the challenger's objection is sustained, he will take the floor and continue, and we'll go back and forth with that for 2 minutes. And it's very crucial, who holds the floor at the end of this debate, because that person is going to get the lion's share of the points. So all we need now is to proceed is for our debate topic. So can I get some suggestions from the audience, please, for a musical instrument?
Oboe.
Trombone.
Keep them coming. Boom. Okay. I think we're good.
Classy.
Okay. So your debate topic, gentlemen, is trombones versus spoons. So we're going to do a quick round of rock, paper, scissors. And whoever wins that will have the option to start or have the other person start. So, okay, face off. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Okay, paper, rocks, rock. Vinny, you have the option. Would you like to start?
Sure.
Okay, so we're beginning a 2-minute debate on the topic of trombones versus spoons. Vinny will take whichever side of that he wants, and then Brian will have to object. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Begin.
Spoons are the way far superior instrument because you have 2 of them and you could use them to eat things. You can't eat with a trombone, you know, maybe you could use it as a bowl, but still, it's not as good as like being, you could actually use it as a shovel too, so you could hunt and gather with spoons and play.
Objection!
Yes,
You cannot hunt with the spoon unless you are hunting like a raspberry.
Judge.
Overruled.
Vinny, you pick 4.
Yeah, because spoons, if you've seen Robin Hood, the Kevin Costner one, he like talks about
Objection, I have not seen that.
So start.
So when you're talking about movies have soundtracks. Soundtracks have real instruments like trombones. The trombones are known as brass instruments. There are also other instruments.
Objection!
Yes,
Spoons can be made of brass.
Sustain.
Because back in the medieval times, all they had was brass. And
Objection! They also had famine and poverty.
Sustain.
And you know why? It's because they thought that they could eat with their musical instruments, which is stupid. What you want is you have to have separate things. Spoons are for eating, trombones are for playing.
Objection! No segregation.
And you know what? Good thing, because minstrels are the most crucial part of the medieval ages, and they told stories.
Objection! The most crucial part of the Middle Ages is Game of Thrones. Like everyone knows, if you watch Game of Thrones, they don't really play a lot of music, they just do a lot of killing and other really, really bad things. But there's dragons, and dragons are really awesome.
No
And,
objection to any of this.
and dragons' wings, if you don't know it, that's what harps
Okay,
strings
now
are made
objection.
from.
No, harps are made from angel wishes.
Overruled.
Because there's no such thing as angels in the Game of Thrones section.
My mother's an angel.
Sustain.
Yeah, because she knows that I'm going to be compassionate, and I'm going to object that. And she eats with a spoon, and she plays musical instruments like a trombone.
Objection! His mom does not play the trombone.
Overruled.
Yeah, that's right, because she plays
seconds.
with everyone's emotions.
Objection! His mom has never played by emotion. She's a wonderful woman.
Sustain.
Is she
Time.
Wow, Vinny just trumped the mom card.
He did. And for holding the floor at the conclusion of that debate, Vinny gets 5 points. But I have to give Brian 2 bonus points for saying such nice things about his mother in the first place. So at the conclusion of game 1, we have Vinny on 5 points, we have Brian on 2 points, which brings us to the game of Calvin Ball. Now, Calvin Ball is a scene-based game. These 2 improvisers are going to perform a scene for you. But during the course of the scene, I'm going to add multiple rules to their characters that they must justify and integrate into the scene. So, can I get a suggestion, first of all, for a foreign country that is not England?
China.
Bulgaria was the first thing I heard. Okay. Can I get a suggestion for the name of a celebrity? Hold on you.
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Okay. A suggestion for a need, something you might need.
Urinate.
Carrots. Is that carrots? Okay.
Hey, Greg, we had a lot of carrots in the last show, so let that be a carrot face.
We will accept your carrot, your one and only carrot. Another suggestion, something you might forget commonly.
Your brain.
Your brain. Your brain. Okay.
Me too.
It's going to be a fun scene. Suggestion for an animal. An animal.
Rat.
A rat. A rat. We got giraffe last time too, didn't we? An ailment, something that might be wrong with you. Whoa. And again? What? Leprosy. Okay, leprosy. That works. Can I get a suggestion for an unusual phobia?
AIDS.
Perhaps you didn't hear me clearly. I'm like an unusual. Fear of AIDS. Okay, fear of AIDS. Flowers. Thing. And finally, can I get the name of a restaurant, please?
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden. Okay, so these
Olive Garden got less of a reaction than AIDS.
these are strange and confusing times we live in. So right now, in order for this scene to begin, the only other thing I need from you guys is a suggestion for a relationship between 2 people.
Doctor-patient.
Doctor-patient. Okay. So your suggestion is doctor-patient. Begin the scene, and I will start adding rules. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Well, Tyler, sorry, but your physical just did not come out too well.
Great, I don't have to play football. I can study more.
Well,
Perfect.
you can't really study
What do you
so
mean?
much. So you're gonna be really sick. You should have a seat.
I can't.
You can't sit on the ground, Tyler?
Fine, but I'm not very good at physical.
Pause. Brian, your character has leprosy. Continue.
Also, I just lost a leg.
I know. It says it all right here, Tyler.
Pause. Vinny, your character is slowly turning into a rat.
Just pay attention to the chart.
All right. Tell me the result.
You need to have more protein in your diet.
What, like cheese?
Cheese.
Yeah. Look, but
Vinny, your character really needs a carrot right now.
you hear there's a little bit of it.
Hold this, Tyler.
Brian, your character thinks he's Beyonce.
Oh, you don't tell me what to do.
What do you mean? I'm your doctor.
I make my own rules when it comes to body and health. I can go it alone. I can be a single lady.
By yourself?
Yeah,
Oh,
by
I'm a
myself.
shark.
Vinny, you are from Bulgaria.
I've seen single ladies before. In my hometown.
Flip the chart upside down. Now I'm on an upward trajectory, and I'm perfectly healthy.
You can read upside down?
Yeah, I can.
Pause. Brian, you think you have AIDS, but you don't.
And I'll be okay.
I don't know.
It's 2016, and this is a thing I can deal with.
But it's a 50% chance.
Pause. You guys are in Olive Garden right now.
Want some breadsticks?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Calvin Ball. Okay, so I think we can agree that was a very odd thing to take place in Olive Garden. But here is where, for the first time of the night, we are going to come to you to decide the winner of the game. So, if you preferred Vinny's performance in that game, let's hear it for him. Okay, and if you preferred Brian's performance in that game, let's hear it for him. Okay, I think that's a pretty clear win there for Brian. But I am going to give Vinny's character 2 points for being a very convincing rap. So,
How many points for the game?
5 points for Brian for winning that. So that actually, if we go up to the score totals, scorekeeper in the booth, I believe that brings us to 7 apiece going into game number 3 of the
Yep.
And clearly these players are extremely well matched. Now we're going to move into a game. We're going to move into a game. Take this called Silent Sing Along.
Oh.
Now the way this game is going to work. All of you, or at least most of you, hopefully had the chance to fill out a little slip when you got here, just writing down the name of a song that you wanted to see performed on stage. That's going to happen right now, but probably not in the way that you expected. Because what's going to happen is each of these players is going to have to convey up to 5 songs to the other player, but they must do it in complete silence. They may only use pantomime, no miming of the vocals, just acting out what the song means to them. However, the person who is guessing the songs must be singing the entire time, whether or not they know what's being sung. So we're going to go back and forth there, each going to get 4 alternating 30-second attempts to guess as many of these songs as they can. And they will each earn a point for each song that they get right. So, let's see, we're 7-7, so we're going to have to do another rock, paper, scissors, see who decides to go first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Okay. Brian, would you like to sing first or mime first?
I'll sing first.
You'll sing first, okay. So, players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go!
I get knocked down, but I get up again, and then I'm gonna fold the shirt. I get knocked down, but it's a bad pants. I'm gonna put on my pants every morning when I wake up. I put up my butt crack. I'm a plumber with the pants, and I'm plumbing my butt crack saggy pants. I've but a thong song. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Baby, thinking about that thong. Thinking about driving a thong. driving an airplane.
Come on, you wanna call me on the phone, maybe? Call me, maybe. I just met you. This is crazy. Let's dig a grave. You're dead, maybe. I'm gonna open up the treasure chest. I'm searching for gold. California gold rush. Rushing for gold. Gonna dig it up. Dig in on a dirty tooth. Digging for gold.
A whole new world based on a direction. When twinkle twinkle little star driving in a big old plane. It's a plane and it's going through the sky. It's a sky plane. Don't know autopilot. Thinking about directions, thinking about planes, thinking about flying the plane when I think directions. What is this, a map? Oh my God, I'm a pilot. It's a map. Look up in the sky.
Switch!
Come on, let's cut off my head and give it to someone else. Cut me into pieces. This is my last resort. Take my cake. Happy birthday. No, you can't have it, but you can. You are up in my cake. Get out of my cake. Why you wouldn't?
If you want to go and take a ride with me in a plane, which I cannot see, I'm a doctor with a big old hat, and it's cold outside. I'm cold, and I'm a theme song from Balto. Balto the Sad Dog. Take a look at my chart, and
Switch! He's singing right now.
I got paper in my mouth and I'm making some chemicals, mixing it up. It's time to go. I'm so drunk. Gonna do shots. No. I'm a scientist. Why don't you come and make me a potion out of science?
Brian's last 30 seconds. Brian, you're singing now. You're singing.
I'm a king. I'm the Burger King. I'm a king. I'm a king queen. I'm a queen. We are the champions, my friend Queen. We will rock you. Queen. Do you want to ride my bicycle?
Switch! Vinny, you're singing, mate. You're singing.
I want to go to a duck show. I'm a baby duck, and I'm really cute. Hey, girl, why don't you get low down in the rain with an umbrella? What's going on? There's no rain. A blind melon, there's no. I'm a bumblebee. I'm a little bee girl, short and stout. Here's
Time is up, ladies. Let's give them a round of applause. They tried very hard. Now, wait a second. Brian, what were you trying to convey there right at the end?
A small town girl in a lonely world.
And Vinny, what was it that you were trying to get across there to Brian?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that
Any guesses from the audience at anything they were trying to do just then?
Gold digger.
Gold digger.
I don't listen to
Juice.
Oh, I thought it was
Gin and juice. Well, okay. So,
mixing drinks. Duh.
right, it's okay. So, Brian guessed 2 correctly, so he gets 2 points. Vinny did not guess any correctly, but of course he was responsible for Brian guessing, so we'll give him a point. I think he deserves a point. So, Harry in the booth, where does that leave us going into game number 4?
That brings the score to 9 for Brian and 8 for Vinny.
You're gonna
die! No, you're gonna die first!
Okay. Okay. Now this.
I'm pretty sure they share the same brain.
amongst other things.
Right. So this brings us to the game of Jeopardy, and for this I'm going to have the players go around the back for a moment. If they would. The game of Jeopardy, as you may guess, is a parody of the popular quiz show Jeopardy. So these players are going to come out and they are going to adopt a character of some sort. What, I don't know. They'll be making that up when they while they're back there. And we're going to give them some categories for them to come up with some things from. And you guys, they'll get points for the answers they come up with, but you guys at the end will award some bonus points based on whose character and whose performance you liked better. So I've got a box of trivia cards here, and young lady, would you mind just picking out 3 or 4 cards there, just at random, different places. What we're going to do, thank you very much, is I'm going to bring the players out here. I'm going to use these cards to give us some categories to go from. So, if you would, with a loud round of applause, let's bring out our characters this evening. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go for work. Let's go for work.
Not through the door.
God does not function right now. Okay. Fantastic. Well, here are our contestants for Jeopardy. So let's learn a little bit more about them. Contestant number 1, can you tell us who you are and a little bit about yourself?
Hi, my name is Carl, and I'm a construction worker.
Okay, thank you very much, Carl.
Thanks.
Now, in order to play the game of Jeopardy, each player has to have a buzzer. So, Carl, can we just test your buzzer right quick?
Bang it!
Bang it. Okay, let's give you a buzzer. Contestant number 2, who are you and what's your deal?
My name's Tug Dingy, and I ain't never eaten food that wasn't delivered to me.
That's an interesting life you've got there, Tug. And can we just test your buzzer, please? Okay. Right, with that, we're gonna proceed here, and I'm gonna give you some categories, and when you have some thoughts to share on that, I'd like you to buzz in. Okay, your first category is the fanny pack. Yes, Tug.
What do I call a toilet?
That's pretty grim. Okay. Thank you, Tug, for that.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
What is my tool belt?
Okay, yeah, I guess I never thought of a fanny pack to have for utilitarian purposes. Yes, Carl.
What's a collection of butts?
Hey, I think Tug's just giving us a new collective now. That's pretty impressive. Okay.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
What is a group of wolves that were magically transformed into Asian hand fans?
Yeah, I think that goes a disturbing insight of what people think about on construction sites.
Magic is real.
Yes.
Agreed.
We're gonna move on to our next category, which is a few good men. Yes, Tug.
Who would Pat Sajak and Alex Trebek?
Okay, hey, tribute to the film. I like it.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
What is what every construction site needs?
Yeah, that's the truth. Yes, Tug.
Who is my wife hanging out with instead of me?
Which leads us into our next category nicely, which is the Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers.
Same answer.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
What is the opposite of a fanny pack?
Okay, that's deep. That's deep. Yes, Tug.
What do you call a bunch of cats running around 8 Mile?
I think that's a good point. Okay, your next category, gentlemen, is Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken is your next category.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
Who is the best actor in the world?
I don't think many people would argue with that.
Yeah, I'm plumb out of answers.
Okay. We're gonna move on. Next.
Hot in here.
Your
Shit.
next I know. I wish it was fall, right?
Right.
Okay. Your next category is Taco Bell. Taco Bell is your category.
Oh,
I think the Tug was in marginally quicker. Yes, Tug. What's
all
your?
right, what is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and fourth meal? Then,
Absolutely.
That's just you know.
Right. Carl, I believe you.
Bang it!
Yes.
Exactly what he was going to say. Exact same thing.
Okay.
Bang it!
Yes.
What is where all of my family works so I get free Taco Bell?
Nice. Yes.
What is instrument I would have liked to hear debated in that first game?
I think we all make beautiful music. We talk about in our lives. Okay. Next.
Bang it!
Yes, Carl.
What is something you should never run from?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Or have to
Okay, next category is steer wrestling. Steer
What?
wrestling.
What?
Yes.
What is wrestling in the middle of a car on a curvy road?
Yeah. Okay. I can accept that.
Bang it!
Yes.
What is the WWE? No? Everyone likes wrestling. Well, fuck me, right?
Okay. Your next category is Elvis Presley.
Bang it!
Yes.
Who is the man that stole rock and roll?
Oh. Political.
Everyone loves Elvis.
Yes, Tug.
Who man died on the toilet? Someone I aspire to look up to.
Oh, okay. Well, we could all be more like Elvis. And I don't know if that's
Yeah,
right.
you know.
Okay, we're going to move on. Category, The Incredible Hulk is your category.
Bang it!
Yes.
What is the opposite of Kermit the Frog?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our game. That is your parody right there. Okay. That was quite something. So by my reckoning, we had 11 answers from Carl in that game and 10 from Tug. So we're going to add that in, but also we're going to award 2 bonus points based on whose character and performance you preferred. So if you preferred Carl, the construction worker, let's hear it for him. And if you preferred Tug, the delivery, takeout, eating guy, let's hear it for him. Sounds like from up here that Tug just edged that one out, so 2 bonus points for Tug, if you please. And Kerry, as we move into the game that is the halfway point of this, what's the scores, please?
The score is now 21 for Brian and 19 for Vinny.
Wow! Oh, shit! God, I'm gonna kiss you!
Okay.
Next time use a fart buzzer, Vinny.
What?
Fart
Oh,
buzzer.
fart buzzer. I have one.
Okay, so that brings us quite neatly to the drawing game. And for this game, these guys who take that and a marker and go sit down over there.
in my
Brian, you
corner.
can have a seat just right here with your marker.
I have the red one. Should I be? Does it matter?
Oh yeah, crossing lines here.
Okay, so these guys, I'm going to give them a topic, and they are going to have 3 minutes to draw whatever that topic means to them. And once they've drawn it, we're going to come to you guys to see whose drawing you preferred, and then they're going to have to interpret one another's drawings, and we'll see what you preferred out of that. So their topic is what the world needs now. What the world needs now. So don't start drawing yet. Start thinking, and in a minute I'm going to start the 3 minutes. So yeah, basically they're going to spend 3 minutes drawing, whatever it means to them. You guys will take a look and you'll judge the drawings, and then we'll have them interpret one another's drawings and you'll judge that, and then they'll actually tell us what they drew. So I'm about to start the 3 minutes. I'll get this thing here to reset. Maybe? There we go. Okay. Okay, 3 minutes starts. Start drawing. So, okay, during that 3 minutes, I'm just going to take a moment of what they might call personal privilege to tell you exactly how it is I came to be standing on this stage right here. About 2.5 years ago, I saw what was the second ever WIT between 2 improvisers some of you may know, one of whom is Chuck Gibbons, one of whom is Hobart Thompson. And I sat and I watched it and I was like, wow, that format is so much fun. It was so much fun to watch because it was a game show and it was improv-y and it was clearly so much fun to them to play. You can see how much fun these guys are having up here. And afterwards, John DeMerga, the founder, who was at that time the host of WIT, I went up to him out in that room and he didn't know me from Adam, and I said, dude, if there is a list, put me on it, I want to play this game. And he's like, okay. And he didn't think anything more of it. But eventually I wheedled my way into his affections, and then about a year later I got to come up and play WIT, and it was the most amazing, fantastic experience. And then, as you can tell, I'm kind of passionate about this form, and so then probably a year after that, when John had 2 young children at that time, and it was just too much time for him to handle, he asked myself and Brian Dukes, another improviser who at that time was already hosting it for John from time to time, asked us to take it over, and so we did. And the reason I tell you that brief story is WIT is just one of the fun things that takes place on this stage. There are lots of short-form improv shows, some of you may have seen, long-form improv where people just get a suggestion and improvise a 20-minute show out of it. There's Late Night Tonight with April Dudash, which is a variety-type show. She interviews a guest and they have a bunch of fun video and live sketches. There's all sorts of fun things that take place here. And the reason you guys came out is because it's fun to laugh, right? It's fun to enjoy the arts. And people say the arts don't change the world, but I read somebody somewhere once said arts change people that then go on to change the world. Why am I rattling on about this? Well, because some of you may have heard ComedyWorx is going to be moving from this location. It's going to be closing down. It's going to be going from somewhere else. But you know, there aren't enough opportunities like this. The wonderful thing about this area is there's ComedyWorx here. There's DSI in Chapel Hill. Now there's Metalsome in Durham, and people are doing this fun stuff, and it's a load of fun. But one of the things that ComedyWorx is doing as it moves is it's going to transition into a non-profit. And so you may have seen out in front, they've got a little advert for a Kickstarter campaign they've got going. They're trying to raise enough money so they can renovate a new space wherever that's going to be sometime next year. Now, you guys paid to come here, and we really appreciate it, and that's all we expect of you. None of the performers here ever get paid. We do it because we love it. But if you decide you want to contribute 50 cents, $1, any more than that, no pressure, then please consider doing it, because it will be wonderful if these things were able to continue and we're able to keep bringing you these great shows. And that brings us to about 30 seconds. So we've only got 30 seconds. You guys have got 30 seconds to keep drawing away, and I've got 30 more seconds to fill. And I'm not going to preach at you about spending money anymore. I'm going to preach to you about this summer heat that I've been complaining about. Because you know the thing about fall, I mentioned earlier, right? It's my favourite season anyway, North Carolina fall. But North Carolina fall teases you. Have you noticed that? Early in September, you'll go outside, right, in the morning, you go to work, you go to your car, and you're like, wow, it actually feels kind of cool. Maybe I can wear jeans again. Maybe I can wear long sleeves again. But you know, it's just North Carolina saying, yeah, just wait. And then it comes back and sucker punches you. The next day you walk out and it's like you're in the sauna again. You know? But the thing is, it's okay. It's okay. Because August is the hottest and the worst month in North Carolina. But I don't mind it as much as June. You know why? Because when June is hot, you know, oh man, it's settling in. But when August is hot, it's like, it's okay, August, I've got your number. You're on the way out the door. I'm kissing you goodbye. Because soon enough, ladies and gentlemen, it will be November. And November in North Carolina is my favourite season everywhere. So let's hear it for fall in North Carolina. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, gentlemen, your time is up. Stop drawing.
And the Kickstarter page is on the TV right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's up there. Look, it's 7 days to go, and it's more than halfway to its goal. It's going to be amazing. Right, okay. On the count of 3, what I would like you guys to do is to turn your drawings around to face the audience. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's turn them slightly so you guys can see what each other has drawn. Okay, let's just let that sink in for a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, bear in mind the topic I gave these guys is what the world needs now. So, what I'd like you to do is take a look at these drawings. If you prefer Brian's drawing, let's hear it. No! Okay, if you prefer Vinny's drawing, let's hear it for that. Okay. So Vinny gets 2 points. Vinny gets 2 points for that. But now what we're going to do is find out what these guys can make of each other's drawings. So let's see. Right now, well, before we started this game, Brian was in the lead. So Brian, would you like to interpret first, or would you like Vinny to interpret first?
Vinny interpret first.
Okay, Vinny, tell us what's going on, what Brian believes the world needs now.
All right, so what the world needs now, first and foremost, is a less textured Statue of Liberty. You know what I mean? Because like people are like, that's not like a real person, so they want something like kids could identify with more. And the same thing goes for Mount Rushmore. Instead of presidents, they want to have the trash heap from Fraggle Rock a bunch of different times. But like when you're going on vacation, you want to play sports, so you're gonna get a football gun on wheels, just because you don't want to carry around a football gun. Those things are fucking heavy. And don't forget to play music when you're trying to save the world, just because like you need peace and guitars. But just like guitars that are made by machines, you need a pizza machine to feed endless pizza, and it's going to be fed to you by the peanut man, the Planters peanut guy. So he's going to feed you the pizza machine, but at the same time, his brain is sending waves to outer space to send a rocket to kill the pizza man that's eating the pizza because he really wants the pizza.
Okay, so
And that's what the world needs.
ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to hold that in your brain. Remember that, because you're going to come back and judge it in just a moment. Okay, Brian, would you now tell the audience what you think Vinny thinks the world needs?
What the world needs is a council of 3 people who are kind of floating in some kind of like rainforest heaven. Because they're up here, they're making the decisions, and then of course we get down to the rainforest. There's a tree, there's an old hot dog that has become sentient with and there's 3 little flies picking it up, and then over here is an older hot dog. It only gets 2 flies, and in the middle is a heart that has no idea what to do because there is a stork that flew into a TV antenna. Should I love TV? And then over here, there's like a little dog bird that's throwing up a saucer, and he's like, "Oh, where's the cup for my saucer? I have a rat's tail." But everyone has questions, even the heart. And so then we come down here, and this is a truck. This is like a Michael Bay transform of a pickup truck that is halfway to an elephant, but it's still mostly a truck. And over here is Michael Bay. He's like, "God damn it, I messed it up again." So it's crossed the Michael Bay out. And then down here we have 3 cats because each cat represents 2 humans. And so we've got like decision making up here, decision making down here, and just questions in the middle.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
so that's Okay, so you've heard the interpretation. If you prefer Brian's interpretation of Vinny's drawing, let's hear it. Okay, and if you prefer Vinny's interpretation of Brian's drawing, let's hear it then. That was close, but I think Vinny just edged it. So another 2 points for Vinny. So where does that leave us at the end of game number 5, Kerry?
That leaves a score at 23 for Vinny versus 21 for Brian.
It's still as close as can be. Okay, and each of these players will actually get to keep their board unless they decide maybe they'll auction it off. Okay, so that brings us to our 6th game, which is Daytime Emmy. Now, who among us hasn't watched soap operas? Some of us perhaps more than we care to admit. So what I've done is gone into the deepest, darkest recesses of the internet and found some foreign soap operas. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give these guys the name of a soap opera and a character each, and they're going to do a scene during which they're going to make a play for the Daytime Emmy. And then at the end of that game, I'm going to come to you, and you're going to decide who you believe deserves the Emmy. Now, the name of your soap, this is an actual soap opera from Indonesia, and it's called Mawar Melati. Okay? And so, let's see. Vinny, you're in the lead. Would you like to be character number 1 or character number 2?
I'll be character number 1.
Okay, character number 1 is Adwin. You are a construction manager from the city.
Perfect.
Construction manager from the city, and you're in the village for an important construction project. Brian, you are Anna. You are a simple village girl, a factory worker, who is in love with Vinny's character but doesn't realise he's married. Okay? So we have
Realize it.
So we have Adwin and we have Anna, and they are going to act out a scene from the Indonesian soap opera Mawar Melati, and during that they're each going to make a play for the Daytime Emmy, and at the end you'll judge it. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Hey, Anna, I'm trying to fix these blueprints here. it's not working out too well. Since I'm from the United States and I came here for this job, I can't read Indonesian.
Let me help you. This is for the factory where I work.
You speak English so well.
There's a lot you should get to know about me.
I should. It'd be great. Maybe we could go have dinner sometime.
I would love that. I rarely eat.
Oh.
Anyway, over here, this is the fire exit. We never use that. Over here is the big assembly
You
line.
never used a fire exit?
No.
Oh my God, Anna. If there's ever a fire, you need to know where that exit is, and you need to run for it as fast as you can. You don't want to burn your beautiful young body.
No, I don't.
You don't? Because you are the best thing that you have, Anna. Even if you don't get to eat all the time, it doesn't make you less of a person. I'll get you food.
You will?
I would.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
That's different than will.
I will. You want some? I got fucking sandwiches that I brought.
Sandwiches?
Yeah, I had my wife ship them over.
This is the most beautiful. This is the second most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, here's another one. He's the third most beautiful and the fourth.
Did you say wife?
I did. I have a wife back home.
No! All I do is I wake up, I go and I make t-shirts. And I make t-shirts for a long time. And I don't eat. And I keep a hope alive that someday either I will eat or I will love. And today I've had both days.
No! You've never loved? No!
Don't waste them.
You threw it on the floor first,
But
Anna.
I didn't squish them.
They're already squished. They were sent FedEx Indonesia. They're horrible. Have you ever gotten a package from FedEx before?
No! I make the stuff that goes in the FedEx packages.
You make my FedEx packages?
Yeah! We can't.
Different zip codes.
Ladies and gentlemen, daytime memory. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to see the next episode. So,
You let it go 5 seconds more than they would have made out.
so if you guys on the committee right now, if you believe that Vinny's character deserved the daytime Emmy, let's hear it for him. And if you believe that Brian's character deserved the daytime Emmy, let's hear it for him. So you guys made it clear you are, Brian, the winner of a daytime Emmy. And so you get 5 points for that. 5 points for your daytime Emmy. Okay, so carrying the booth, what's the scores right now?
It is now 26 for Brian versus 23 for Vinny.
Oh, shit! Get out of here!
Just make out and get it over with.
Okay, this brings us to one of my absolute personal favourite games of the evening. This is PowerPoint karaoke. Now, what's going to happen here is each of the players is going to give a PowerPoint presentation. Sounds simple enough. Thing is, they've never seen it before, and they're going to present it to you as if they are an expert in this chosen topic. So, Brian, you're in the lead. Would you like to go first, or would you like to go second?
First. I'll go first.
You'll go first, okay. So, and it makes no difference because they don't know what they're about to see. So, Brian, step up and we'll dim the lights. And Brian is going to introduce this presentation he's about to give, and then we'll see it on screen. Take it away, Brian.
I've got to find my light. Name's Tug. Thanks for bringing me back. A lot of people ask me, how do you have so much money that you can just not work, sit on couch, play video games, and get food delivered? And thank you for attending my seminar. You buying a ticket was answer number 1. But answer number 2 is what I'm about to tell you. Making money sitting on butt is real easy. First thing you gotta know is this is the second time I've done this of leadership. But here, let me start off. This is my first big tip. First big tip to sitting on butt is you gotta learn You gotta learn to be a leader sitting on butt, and that's what I'm here. That's why I'm here. I am a leader of sitting on butt. Let me tell you what. It all comes back to one time I got Chinese food delivered. I opened up a fortune cookie, and inside was a message changed my life, and that message was, "They know who you're." And I was like, "Yup." At first, I was like, "Yeah, because you have my credit card and you deliver here." But then I was like, "No, it's because they know who I am in here. So if you want to make money sitting on this, you gotta dig deep in here." And sometimes it helps to have a mantra. Let me give you an example of mine. Yep. Stop making things happen. You know what? That was a typo. The start should be up here, and the stop should have been down here. I'm real sorry. I'm real sorry about that. You know what? Let's just move on to the next one, because this is where I am today. Sometimes I take a break from the video games and say to myself, the secret of high performance. And what is video games than just performing while you are high? That is a secret. But you might now be asking yourself where you get all that money to buy the drugs in addition to buying the delivery food. And I tell you, this is my final secret, so I'm going to whisper it to you. Great leaders. And you know what I'm a leader in? Sitting on butt. So kiss some butts.
I think we all know a lot more about leadership and sitting on butts than we did 2 minutes ago. So just remember that presentation, because once again, after we get the second one, you're going to judge which one you preferred. Now Vinny's going to come up. We're going to have our second PowerPoint and see where he takes us. So take it away, Vinny.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming to my presentation today. I know that I'm new to 4th grade and I should only be in 2nd grade, but I'm really smarter than you guys, so just deal with it, okay? Just deal with it. What I want to do is I want to teach you guys how to use your brain to its maximum potential. So please make sure that if you want to be a billionaire, you're in the right place, okay? Because if you're really, really smart, then you're going to make a whole lot of money. Right now, I get an allowance from my mom and my dad because they're divorced, and I made it happen just to get that extra money, okay? That's what I did. What have you done for yourself so far? I don't think you've done that. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please, because I want to see if you have what it takes to be a billionaire. Okay, what would you do to your family? What would you be willing to do to get that extra money? Maybe you could fake a break into your house, and then your parents want to get a security system, but instead you talk them into getting a puppy because you want a puppy. I never did that. I have 2 dogs. How many dogs do you have? All right, let's see our next slide. If you want to be a billionaire, it pays to have parents. It sure does, because they just want to throw the money at you so it feels like you're loved. You know what? And I feel like I'm pretty loved from 2 different sides. So definitely, if you want tips on how to get your parents divorced, come see me after this. But next slide. If you want to become a billionaire, it pays to be a self-starter. So you need to break up that marriage on your own. Because let's be honest, we're in 4th grade and love does not last forever, but it lasts for too long. So just make sure that you get in there. Be a really bad kid. Make your parents hate you, and so they have to separate, because one of them has to keep you. All right, let's go to our next slide, please. If you want to become a billionaire, it pays to be a man. I don't necessarily agree with this just because I'm still a boy. But one day, maybe I can become a man. But what is a man, you ask yourself? And I think that that's just somebody with money. That's it. So a woman could be a man could be a man, a boy could be a man, but I don't have as much money yet to be a man. But let's go to the next slide while we're at it. If you all want to become a billionaire, it pays to be married. I feel you guys holding back a little bit. But at the beginning of marriage, there are so many great things, and this is for when we're older. Make sure you don't let your kids break you up, but you get to have tax write-offs, okay? When you're married, you usually buy a house, so then that house That also goes on your taxes. You could claim it. I know I probably shouldn't be knowing about these things, but I spy on my parents. So speaking of spying on your parents, our next slide, please. If you want to become a billionaire, it pays to graduate from a university. And I have seen all of my parents' grades, and they are garbage. Total garbage. So they're going to send me to any school that I want to, because I'll just bring that up when it comes that time in a couple of years. And I'll just say that, look at my grades. How are your grades? Your grades were garbage, Mom and Dad. Give me your money. All right, so let's go to our next slide. If you want to become a billionaire, it pays to work close to where the money is. In your parents' house.
Ladies and gentlemen, okay, you both our players back up on stage, please. Players back up on stage. Okay, so you've seen the presentations. You've learned an awful lot this evening. If you preferred our 4th grader presentation on breaking up your parents, let's hear it. If you prefer Tug's presentation on sitting on your butt, let's hear about that. Man, that was so close. It's tough to. I wouldn't do this. I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time. I want this to be fair. If you prefer the 4th grade presentation, let's hear it. If you prefer Tug, let's hear it. Man, that's so close.
Actually, I have an audio thing on my phone here. Figured it out.
Okay.
Shit.
It was close, but Brian won that round.
Okay, Brian Essex. 3 more points for Brian. 3 more points for Brian. But you know what? I'm going to give Vinny. 2 bonus points simply because somehow he psychically predicted what was going to be on some of the slide. I don't know how he did it, but it blew my fucking mind. Okay. So we got 2 more games to go here. 2 more games to go. And one of these games, I'm going to come back to you guys for a suggestion. And the suggestion I need for you to shout out the name of a very well-known, famous movie.
Gone with the Wind.
Room.
The Titanic.
Casablanca.
I heard a bunch, but I'm going with Titanic. I'm going with Titanic out of order. So what's going to happen here is that these guys are going to perform Titanic in its entirety, but they're going to do it within a minute. And then after that, they're going to do it within shorter periods of time. And you guys are going to watch, and you're going to judge, and you're going to decide whose performance you like best at the end of it. And then once they've done it in a minute, I'll have them do it in 30 seconds. If they manage that, maybe I'll have them do it in even less time than that. So they're going to decide between them how they're going to handle this. Titanic in a minute. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Grab your guitar, man. The boat's gonna leave. I can't wait to play on this boat. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah. I stole my ticket.
Look how great and big it is.
Wow.
I got you a necklace.
You did?
I got you a necklace.
Put it on my neck.
Love me.
Oh, I love you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I want to find another man on this boat. Where is there another man?
I'm an old captain.
Ooh, a captain.
You'll see me later.
I will. Great.
I wish I could find somebody who could draw me naked.
30 seconds.
Drawn naked?
Yeah, draw me naked.
Oh boy, this guitar case was just pencils anyway. Booby. No one looks at anything else.
That looks so beautiful.
20 seconds.
Oh my God, the boat! Oh my God!
Let's find a car.
Okay.
Let's find a car. A car.
Let's go find a car.
I want to do something in it.
Oh man, this shit sucks. Oh no. 10 seconds. Shit.
I'm the old captain again. I'm gonna die.
No, don't die, Captain.
5 seconds.
Ah! Don't let go.
Oops.
1 minute. That was Titanic, ladies and gentlemen. That was Titanic in a minute, and if I can say one thing, I can say it's a hell of a lot shorter than the original version. But they managed to perform Titanic within a minute, but I want to see if they can manage somehow to perform Titanic within 30 seconds. So players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Titanic in 30 seconds, go!
Oh man, let's get on this boat.
Musician,
Play some music. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Ooh, a necklace. I love it. Get away from me. I want to find a poor man. Where is there a poor man?
I'm a captain.
Oh, bye, Captain.
I'm a poor man.
Let's go find a car. Oh, man.
I'm going down.
Don't die, Captain. Oh, Jack, don't let go, but I'm not going to help you or anything. Bye.
Oh, 27 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know about you, but I was impressed with that. But I really want to see if they can do Titanic in 10 seconds. So we're gonna try that right now. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
And go!
Let's go play some music. This is gonna be awesome.
I'll be with this necklace.
Ooh,
I'm a
Captain.
Oh yeah!
I want to see you guys do Titanic in 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Go!
Music!
4 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I don't feel I've pushed these players to their limit yet. So I would like to see you guys do Titanic in 2 seconds. You guys want to see that? Titanic in 2 seconds? Okay, Titanic in 2 seconds. Go!
Everybody's dying!
2.5 seconds. They almost made it, ladies and gentlemen. That was movie in a minute. Okay. So, that was pretty epic.
Half a second. Go.
That was pretty epic, and I don't know how we separate them, but that's why you are here. If you preferred Brian's performance in Titanic, let's hear it for him. And if you prefer Vinny's performance in Titanic, let's hear it for him. Okay. That's definitely, I think that's a win for Vinny, and Vinny gets 5 points for winning movie in a minute. But you know, Brian was such an essential part of that. I would also like him to get 3 bonus points. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sad to say that brings us to our final game of the evening. Carrie, what are the scores as we go into the final game?
Well, it is now 32 for Brian, 30 for Vinny.
Wow, so all to play for. Only 2 points separating these guys. And in the final game of the evening, I will not be awarding any bonus points. You guys won't be awarding any points. It's going to be entirely down to what these guys can do with what's going to be on the screen. And the final game of the evening is Reverse Family Feud. You've all seen, I'm sure, Family Feud. In English it's called Family Fortunes, but you guys change the name, whatever. In which the competing families are given a question. They have to come up with as many different answers as possible. In Reverse Family Feud, as the more quick-witted among you will have already figured out, we are going to give them the answers, and they are going to come up with as many categories as possible for which those answers might fit, or not, as the case may be. And we're going to give them a point based on each one that they come up with that gets a decent laugh from you guys. So, players, are you ready?
Yeah!
Okay. Carrie, can we get our first slide up, please? And, no, you can look. Basically, okay. So one of you is going to go as soon as you see it, and somebody comes to you, and then after that, we'll be taking turns until nobody can come up with anything anymore, and we'll move on.
How do we go?
Can we look?
Go.
Yeah, go.
People of Walmart.
Famous hairstyles from then and now.
Names for non-alcoholic drinks.
It's the 8 reindeer for the new Christmas movie.
Hollywood's most famous cemetery.
People that have dated Lindsay Lohan.
I'm out.
Okay, Vinny, you got any more before we move on?
Oh, sure. What is this going to be? It's going to be names of schools in 2082.
Carrie, next slide, please.
Sexual positions.
The reasons you didn't do your homework.
Things that happen to you when you're a bad person.
Things Judge Judy will allow.
Things that your parents threaten you with.
Stuff I put in my Amazon cart to get free shipping.
Okay, Vinny, you took too long.
Yeah,
Brian,
yeah.
you get one more shot at this and we move on.
The next set of plagues from God.
Carrie, next slide, please. And I will add, these are all actual slides from Family Feud, in case anybody was wondering.
We already on sexual position.
But it applies as well.
It also applies.
DreamWorks villains.
Names of people that work in a massage parlor.
The secret menu at In-N-Out.
Things that you always wanted to be for Halloween, but your parents were like, no.
Different subforums on a Disney fanfiction website.
Okay, Vinny, you took too long. Right,
I did.
You took too long too. Okay, move on to the next slide, please, Gary.
Things Donald Trump is going to outlaw.
Things that you should be afraid of, but most people love them.
Cereal you can only get at Whole Foods.
It's the name of the Seven Dwarfs. Disney was even shittier than it is.
Is Kmart still open? Aisles at Kmart.
Pet names that you call to your spouse and or lover.
No. First draft, when the fortune cookie company realized that everything was better if you add in bed to it.
Okay, let's move on to our final slide, Carrie, please.
Things that your parents tell you to do with your butt.
Yeah.
Oh no! Nope.
Oh no, the in-laws are here.
These are squirrel hashtags on squirrel Twitter.
Rejects for that Daft Punk song that was.
It's like the new version of Bop It. So hide it, eat it, defend it, store for the winner, and you got to do all the different things with the thing.
Taglines for the next Barbie.
Things that pirates do to hide their treasure.
Things Hulk Hogan has recorded just in case it needs to be said.
Things that things from the Kardashian show. It's tattoos that they have on their lower backs.
Your uncle's ringtones.
These are songs by Justin Bieber.
These are what social media managers call calls to action.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show! Right there. Oh my goodness. That was Reverse Family Feud, and based off my total there, Brian gave us 20 answers, Vinny gave us 18. Kerry, if you would, add those to the final score. And while Kerry's tallying out the final scores, please bear in mind, as I said earlier, there's lots of shows that go on here. We have long-form improv on the 2nd and 4th Fridays of every month. There are short-form shows going on here every weekend. There's cool stuff like this, so check out the website, check out the stuff in the lobby. Come back if you have before. It's always tons of fun. Thank you so much for sharing the evening with us. Thank you for our judge. And Kerry, can we have you guys come out the middle? I'm going to get the trophy here. We're going to have our final score announced. Kerry.
Yeah.
What are the final scores? Who is our winner?
The final score. So, with a final score of 48 to 52, the winner of WIT is Brian!
Yes,